Okay, hello and welcome to this first video of Dynamo for Alias. So I'm just going to run through a couple of things here, and first of all, how to start Dynamo, where Dynamo is located inside your palette. And the purpose of this video is to basically show you the basics of how Dynamo works, and we're just going to run through the basic sample files and how you can get help online on the references and the dictionary and other things. Okay, so let's just get started. So as you can see, I'm inside of Alias, and the Dynamo tool, as you can see here on my palette, is located under the Transform tab. So if you just click on that for a second, just launch the tool. Here we go. So just wait for a couple of seconds. So first of all, you'll see the Dynamo window pop up separate from the Alias window. And as you can see on the bottom left on my screen, here you have a Dynamo control window inside of Alias. So as you can see, it shows you that it's connected. You'll be able to show you, I'll show you later how to send stuff from Dynamo and cancel selections and how the selection filter works. But for now, we're just going to ignore that for a sec. And but don't worry about it. I'll cover it in a later video. So um, at the bottom, you'll see just like the regular old buttons you see on any of the other control windows inside of Alias. If you click undo all, it just undoes everything. Reset, pretty self-explanatory. Next works as in any other tool inside of Alias, but the interesting one here is show. So if you click show, it'll does what it says. It'll bring forward the Dynamo window. So let's just get started here. Make that a little bigger. Here we go, and click on new. So let me just introduce you to the interface of Dynamo. You have your regular old menu bar at the top. You'll be able to select how to get into the sample files later, which are located under help, and here we go, help and samples, and you'll be able to cover the topics that we're going to cover in this video. A couple of things before we get into the details here is, first of all, there are a couple of references materials that I want to show you first. So first of all, there's here we go, the Dynamo Dictionary. So if you click on that, it'll take you to a website, which is basically a giant reference of all the nodes inside of Dynamo. So you can peruse that at your own time. But one of the other ways to access the Dynamo Dictionary is right inside of Dynamo. So let's just say I put in a random node here. So, and then if you right-click on that node, you'll be able to see the help button here. And if you click on that, you'll have a basic short description of what the node does and what it's meant to do. And you'll be able to click on this link right here. It'll take you to the exact page of that node inside of the Dynamo Dictionary. So just a quick tip for all of you guys out there, and it's pretty well made. It's got a fairly good description of what each node does. You'll have an example file of and a screenshot of how each node is used, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I suggest you check it out every time you hit a roadblock inside of your scripts. And another thing is the Dynamo Primer. So if you just go on google.com and type Dynamo Primer, you'll be able to go on here and see an excellent resource for learning Dynamo from the ground up. So if you know nothing about Dynamo, this is literally the best place to start. It does say it's for Dynamo 1.3 at the moment, and we are using Dynamo 2.0 inside of Alias, but to start out, all the advice given here is still valid, so don't worry about it. I suggest you read it at least a few times before you get started. You can, if you can do it like I did, as in just learn on the spot and try and get the grasp of all the basics while learning. some people have different approaches, so just do what's best for you. So I'm just gonna close that, come back into Dynamo. Here we go, and I'm just gonna go on the help menu and start on the basics. Here we go. Don't want to change. No. So here we go. Look, just gonna get these notes out of the way. The way Dynamo works, for those of you who know nothing about visual programming, is basically all of these boxes here are a bunch of code that do something. All right. So for instance, this node, it takes two inputs, and all it does is takes these two inputs, adds them up, and creates an output. So for instance, let's just go through the normal workflow here. You got this number and a second number. So if you add these two up and take the output of that into what's called a watch node, which basically tells you what each node is doing, you'll get nothing. And why do I get nothing? Because on the bottom left of your window, you had this toggle to put either manual mode or automatic mode. I suggest when a Dynamo starts, you always have this checked automatically, so that you see the tooltip here is that it runs whenever a change is made to the graph. So first of all, here we go. So you can see it automatically updated into 8. So obviously 6 plus 2 equals 8. And the cool thing about Dynamo is that you can literally change any of these guys and just say, hey, I want 12. 12 plus 2 equals 14. And all of these outputs are calculated automatically. So this is a very, very basic example, but it just shows you the power of Dynamo inside of Alias. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please make sure to comment and subscribe to the channel. More videos will be coming soon, I promise. If you make sure to post any comments, I will look at them and I will reply if I can, if they're relevant. And if you have any requests for sorts of like what kind of outputs you, what kind of requests you'd like to see for future videos, make sure to just comment on them and I will read them. Okay, that's it for today, and see you in another video. Bye.